Good Wednesday evening, and welcome to This and That, the podcast. I'm your host, Joe Gilloway, bringing you guests and topics we hope you'll find educational, captivating, and fun from the worlds of pop culture, arts and leisure, local government, and beyond. This and That, the podcast is brought to you by our wonderful sponsors, and they are Team PA, AAU Basketball, Rickabaz Electric, the American Legion, Post 272 on North Mountain Road, and Linglestown Gazette Sports. Thank you once again to these great local businesses for their continued support. Upcoming on This and That, the podcast, a week from tonight, which will be Wednesday, June 10th, same time, 7 o'clock. We have something a little bit different, and it is from pop culture. I just said we visit the world of pop culture now and then, and more specifically, the music world. And we're going to call this one the original mixtape. And I was raised in Harrisburg, and there was kind of a underground-ish music scene that had to do with music that the average person was not listening to. This was DJ music, stuff that you'd hear at house parties, basement parties, on cassette tapes. And we're going to have three DJs as guests, along with Mike Albert, Mr. Mike, who used to work at Kaplan's Records and started his own record store. And there's Mr. Mike with one of our guests, Steve Barber, DJ Steve B or Stevie B. We also have two other local DJs, Herbie Hall and Herb Hazard. So this is going to be interesting. And if you are wondering what the heck is Joe talking about, tune in and give it a chance, because this was a really, really cool scene. Great, talented DJs. Mr. Mikey Albert, he's an icon in this area, and we're looking forward to that for sure. So if you'd like to interact with tonight's guest, make some comments or ask some questions, and you are currently watching this on the YouTube channel, please go over to our Facebook page. That's where you can interact with us. We will do our best, as long as, and this is kind of our disclaimer with interacting with our guests. We'd love to do it. Just keep it tasteful, and we try to get to every single question or comment, for sure. So our disclaimer is the views and opinions expressed on This and That, the podcast, are those of the participants who voice them and do not necessarily reflect the positions held by This and That, the podcast, as an entity, the sponsors who support the show, or myself. So anyway, let's jump right into it. Tonight on episode number 50 of This and That, the podcast, we welcome back for a return visit a Lower Paxtonian involved in a local nonprofit charity which has helped children in America and beyond for the past 112 years. He is also a first-term Lower Paxton Township supervisor. It is my pleasure to reintroduce to you Dr. Charles Stuart from the Harrisburg Police Athletic League and the Lower Paxton Township Board of Supervisors. Hello, Dr. Stuart.
Hey, Joe, how you doing?
Good. Did I get all that right?
Yeah, it's good enough. It works.
Okay.
It works.
I do my best. Anyway, we're not going to go way back and delve into your childhood and where you're originally from, but I will encourage, this is your second trip or visit to the show here. I will encourage the viewers who want to know a little bit more about your history and your upbringing and education and whatnot. Go onto the YouTube channel. It was episode number 44 from March 23rd. So that was just about 7-8 weeks ago. And you can find out that will be more of a full-length interview. We're going to try to keep this tonight to about 15-20 minutes. So if we're able, we're not going to rush through it, though. So Dr. Stuart, you are the chairman and CEO of and I want to start with this. This is the second show that Dr. Stuart said to me, ask me whatever you want. You said that last time, and you said that again. Okay, because I always ask my guests, is there anything that's out of bounds, anything that you said, ask me whatever you want. So, and last time I'm going to tell you this, I got kind of, it wasn't only your interview, but people said, man, you kind of took it easy on them. And that's about the third or fourth time I've heard that. So I don't think that I'm a cutting edge interviewer. Maybe I need to work on that. I heard that with Brad Gottschall. And, but you know, I'm just trying to ask questions, and it's up to Dr. Stuart here tonight, viewers, to provide you with the information that we're hoping to get out of him tonight. So anyway, but I will ask you this: how long have you been living in Lower Paxton Township?
We've been here for 28 years.
Okay, so long enough to know a lot about the township, long enough to care about the township. And
Absolutely.
you were you've been a supervisor since, what was it, January of this year when you were sworn in?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
It's January this
The
year.
election was in November. So, and I think that's all that we're going to do as far as the history goes here. And for those who don't know, it's all but a volunteer job. The supervisors do make, is it $5,000 a year plus health insurance, Dr. Stewart?
I really don't know. I donate whatever it is.
Okay. All right. Okay. And I don't think you're not inspired to make a career out of being a supervisor, are you?
Oh, absolutely not.
I didn't think so.
Absolutely not.
I think you saw a need for somebody to kind of step in and represent some citizens in the township, and you saw some people that were kind of
Right.
looking for some help, and
Right.
you figured that let me go in there and I'll help them and whoever else I can help while I'm sitting on the board. Correct?
Correct. Very correct. We have some outstanding citizens here, and a lot of good friends here in Lower Paxton Township. So we thought we'd try to do something.
So the Harrisburg Police Athletic League, which is a entity, or the Police Athletic League is the national organization, and of course we have the Harrisburg
Area.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's your length of involvement in PAL?
I am right now. I am the chairman of the board, and I don't know, acting consultant manager.
Right.
I'm no longer. We have an interim CEO.
Okay.
Once I started working, once I got elected, I stopped being the CEO.
And how long have you been involved working with and for the PAL, Police
Started
Athletic?
with PAL in 2013.
Okay. All right. And what exactly? I mean, we know that you help kids. Okay. I think that's pretty, for most people, they pretty much understand that. But specifically, how are the children in the area helped? What type of children are these kids that come from certain kinds of backgrounds? And,
Well, yeah, we deal with certain demographics. We deal with everybody, but basically we deal with children that are, some people would say at risk.
Right.
I use that term lightly, but we also deal with children that are not at risk. So,
right.
We try to provide services that some people can't afford. Some kids can't join things because their parents just can't afford them. We make it affordable. We don't turn away any kid that would want to come and participate in any of the PAL's events.
Right.
So we try to get the kids active. It's great to get them, get them off the streets, get them into some kind of activity, keep them busy.
Right. Okay. And I know that at one point, I think the original building for Harrisburg area was down on 3rd Street, which became a nightclub, which is now defunct. It just went out of business. They had that really big building. I did tour the building when it became a restaurant and club, and I saw, they showed me there was a boxing ring there. I think boxing is an integral part of PAL, right? Or at least it was.
Well, it was, and it's an integral part of some PALs.
Okay.
A lot of PALs do all activities, educational programming, and we do a variety of things, and it depends on which PAL it is and what they decide they want to do.
Okay. So you found this this property. It's at one point, I don't know what you would refer to it as before you took over, but that was the Penn Gardens baseball field. Okay.
Right.
And I know that because I played there back in the 70s. Okay.
Well, yeah, it's the Woods Memorial.
Wood Memorial Field. That's right. Correct. I stand corrected. But the Penn Gardens teams played there. Baseball and softball teams played there at one point. And it sits on kind of the same property. It's adjacent to the Penn Colonial Pool. And then there's the E.H. Phillips Elementary School is kind of right up the hill. There's like a big field. And then that's where Paxton, the football team, Paxton Pioneers football, used to practice too. So that's kind of a vibrant area there. There's a lot going on there. And so how did you find that? Who had that property, Dr. Stuart, before you and before the Police Athletic League purchased it?
Well, it took us 2 years to find out anything because nobody knew anything. Township didn't know anything. Nobody knew who owned it, who had it, what to do with it, or whatever. It had been abandoned for about 6 years, and we finally figured out that it was Pengar that had it.
Was it a church?
Lower, it was Lower Paxton Youth Center. I think
Okay,
it
all
was. And then it became some church.
Okay.
And the gentleman that ran that was over the church, I guess he left for some reason, and just walked away from it. And it stayed locked up for 6 years.
Okay. So it was kind of, it wasn't being used.
No, not at all.
It was kind of in I don't want to say disrepair, but it was just the
No,
grass.
Joe.
The grass was
It was in disrepair.
It was in disrepair. Okay.
It was in extreme disrepair.
So the grounds were in disrepair. The building was in disrepair, right?
Unbelievable. We had raccoons in the ceilings. We had rodents dropping from the top of the mat. Like I said before, when I first opened the door, it was like a horror movie. Dust come out, and we go in there, and I looked over and I said, no, I don't know if I want to do this project. But we decided it was best for the kids, and we put the effort in and finally figured things out. But it was a mess.
Okay. All right. And then what kind of purchase was that? I guess the PAL is a 501c3. Is that
501c3? Yes.
Okay. Which is a state registered nonprofit, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It was a quick deed purchase.
A quick deed purchase. And would you explain for those who don't know? And I don't know all about it. What is a quick deed purchase?
Yeah. See, I'm kind of.
I don't think you follow all the same legal parameters as you would on this kind of a traditional purchase, right?
Yeah,
is that correct?
And
I don't listen. I don't want you to misspeak. I'm not.
Yeah, and I really don't know in depth. I just know it was an easier way to do things.
Okay.
And to get the property without a large sum of money that PAL did not have. But that was basically what it was, a quick claim.
Okay. So there was a liability or a debt that you inherited that's kind of one of the things that we're going to focus on here tonight.
Yeah, let me first say, Joe, that before we purchased this property and before our board decided to get this property, we did do a title search. We did 2 title searches.
Okay.
To show, because if there was something on it, as I've stated on your show before, if there was something on it, we had a choice on whether to walk away or to take it.
Right.
In our title searches, there was nothing. No liens, no anything, no bills, no thing. There was one bill, and I think that was with the PP&L or somebody, but they let that bill go.
Okay.
So when we got it, we figured there was nothing on it. We ran it again twice, like I said, and there was nothing on it. Nobody put a lien on it or anything. And we get in the building, we get established here, we spend money in here, and then we get a notice from Township that they want us to pay 6 years of back stormwater tax.
Okay.
And I'm saying, no, I'm not doing that. I don't care what kind of deed it is. I'm not going to go back and pay. I don't think any reasonable person would figure that was fair.
So to be clear, this entire bill, none of it was the police athletic.
Not at all.
It was all the prior owner or whoever was running that property.
Right. Okay. And nobody knew anything about it. Nobody said anything about it. And this place was used for it was just legal activities going on down and all this other stuff down there. But we cleaned it up and we made it something useful for the community. And that's what we did. So, but the back payment immediately, I said I wasn't going to pay. And I told my board that, and board agreed that we're not going to pay it. We'll wait and ride it out or fight for it or whatever we have to do, because that's just not, it was not our bill. Nobody was concerned about this building until we took it over. And we cleaned it up and made this a place for the community to come, which they do now.
Was it ever determined, Dr. Stuart, how that bill was overlooked, or why was that not presented to the Police Athletic League when this purchase took place?
Absolutely not. Not at all. Nobody,
Okay.
like I said, Joe, nobody. I went I went to the township myself a couple of times, called once or went over once. Uh,
Now this is all before. I don't want to interrupt, but I just want
yeah,
to make sure the
yeah. This
viewers
was
are,
all before we took.
and
Uh,
before you were well before you were a supervisor.
right,
Okay.
right.
All right.
Well, way well before I was
Yeah.
supervisor, and nobody knew nothing. A nice individual at the township building said that she would check and look and find, and she couldn't find anything. Couldn't find who owned it. Couldn't find who had it. Couldn't find who was maintaining it. Nobody was actually. So we started our search, and that search took us 2 years to find a person to do that. And and what it had to be somebody from the previous board that would be able to sign this property over or see about what we have to do to use the
Yeah,
property.
we don't want to name names here, but
Yeah, we're
we
not.
want to be clear that this is something that somebody else, the ball was
Right.
dropped by
Absolutely.
somebody.
The ball was dropped by the township.
Okay.
That's
All
who the
right.
ball was dropped by because they didn't put
Okay.
a lien on the property. But go ahead.
Okay.
hmm
Okay. So the debt was not recognized, and you guys are just plugging away trying to build this build
Right.
Harrisburg area PAL up so you can
Right.
help the kids. Is there something called title insurance that had you had title insurance,
We
this could have maybe been cleared up a little
we did
better?
have title. We did have title insurance, Joe.
Okay.
That came with the search. Came with the search.
Okay.
And we reached out to the title people. At the time, the title company says we did our search, we did our due diligence. It was nothing there. So that's that. With them, that's that. They did what they're supposed to do. Again, there was not a lien put on this building. Nothing
Okay.
was put on this building.
So did anybody on your team contact the township at the time of the title search was going on just to check if there was anything owed, or did you just trust the title search?
For the amount of money we paid for the title search, we trusted the title search.
Okay.
People. We had
The-
already questioned.
Okay.
Like I said, the township didn't even know it exists.
Fair enough. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So so I follow Lower Paxton Township government. Okay. I'm either sitting in the room the night of the nights of the meetings, or I'm sitting at home,
Right.
watching every minute of every and what I've seen is like accusations have been made like directly at you that it's your debt.
Right.
Clear up or explain to me and explain to the viewers. I have a little bit of a grasp on it, but
Okay.
you as a board member and whoever else is on your board, you're protected by the fact that this is a 501c3, right?
Absolutely.
This isn't Dr. Charles Stewart's charity.
It's not. It's
okay.
not. It's not mine. No.
Okay, so I've seen a lot of that.
Of course.
And kind of like saying that it's your. I'm going to point at you because you've been pointed at.
Right.
It's your debt. You owe the money.
Right.
Can you articulate to the viewers why that's not your debt as an individual, and why that would be if it were a valid debt? And I'm not saying it is or isn't. Okay, I don't have enough background, but if it were a valid debt, why would that be not your personal individual debt?
Because it would not be, Joe, because I did not create, it was not my actual creation of that debt. That debt was created before even HPAL came along. So it's not my personal debt. And that's where some people are making comments and statements that are actually defaming, slandering, that it's my personal debt. And it's not, and that's wrong. And there's so much I can speak on that because that's going to litigation.
Understood.
Soon. Okay.
Yeah, I understood. I respect that. Of course I do. How are you so how is is HPAL kind of protected? Is there a way, because I know like corporations, they have a lot of protection,
Right.
They're not equal, they're not people. Corporations are corporations.
Right.
Is this a case where HPAL is protected from any kind of legal ramifications?
Well, that's still being in question right now.
Okay.
And we're prepared to tackle that.
Okay.
the thing that we are a 501c3, that protects us in many ways as far as when it comes to taxes. And one thing, Joe, I have to mention this, and the recent Pennsylvania Supreme Court ruled that stormwater fees are not fees; they are taxes. So therefore, nonprofits are exempt from paying
Okay.
stormwater fees.
Okay. That's new to me.
Yeah, that.
um,
Hmm.
I just want to, just so you know, I some of this stuff I do know just because I
Right,
have a 501c3.
right.
That's what Lingostown Gazette Sports is, and this and that. The podcast operates under the Lingostown Gazette Sports banner, so I am
Mm.
familiar with some of these things. But
Yeah. So,
so that's interesting.
yeah,
At any point did anybody from HPAL um, commit to paying this off? Okay,
absolutely, absolutely not.
was there a contract that was engaged in? Did
Uh,
anybody sign on the dotted line that,
mhm.
yes, this is our debt, we will pay it?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
From day one, I've stated that HPAL would not pay that debt. Whoever's debt that was, it wasn't ours. We weren't going to pay it. Township came back, and actually, the previous two boards said that they would quote unquote take care of it. It was never taken care of. So so that it continued. So and I've always said from day one, HPAL as an organization, along with the backing of my board, agreed that we're not going to pay a 6-year um, bill that's not ours.
Okay.
It's being said that Dr. Stewart agreed to a lower payment. That's not true. I ain't agreed to anything. I never agreed to anything because I told you from day one we're not paying it.
That would also have to be on paper with a
Yes,
signature.
yes,
If that,
absolutely, absolutely.
yeah.
So that's where it stands, and that's where it will stand until it gets litigated.
Who
If it
has the
has to be litigated, yes.
who has the power to relieve, to just kind of make this go away? Okay. How
You know,
much is it? Let's say first, how much are we talking about? I should have asked you that.
they started out. It started out at $12,000. After that, I didn't pay any attention to it. I've heard that from I I've heard that it's around 4,000 now. I don't care if it's a dollar, Joe.
Right.
I'm not paying anything. We're not paying anything as a board. We're not paying anything. It's not our bill, and I will stick to that, and our board will stick to that. But no, I never agreed to pay anything. I never agreed to drop any. That's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous talk. But no, we're not. We're not doing that.
Who within the township would have the power? I'm sure somebody can say, look, this is getting to be, we're kind of chasing our tail here.
Yeah.
It's a
Well,
it's
that's
the,
funny you say that, Joe.
the best thing to do here for everybody. I'm just talking theoretically, would be to get rid of this. How would it be gotten rid of? Is there somebody that works in the building? Is it the supervisors that could vote on that? How would that happen?
Since I've been part of the Lower Paxton Township Supervisors, I'm getting a look, so I better stop right there. Let me rephrase.
Okay, all right.
No, I don't think anybody knows who has the power to do anything. I think it's under the sewer board, and I don't think anybody on the sewer board know what to do or want to touch it, or
Okay.
and then you got politics involved, and you got this and that, and your show this and that. We got this and that, and some people think this and some people think that, and that's fine. If it has to go to court to be figured out, then that's what it'll do, and that's what I've always said. We're not. Again, I want to repeat to everybody out there that we're not. HA is not paying a dollar
Okay.
for that bill.
All right. So you are no longer, you relinquished your role as CEO. You mentioned that a little bit ago. Does your position, the position that you still hold, does it give you like any kind of connection at all with that could benefit your role as a township supervisor, or does the township supervisor role give you any kind of benefit, any leverage with this debt? Is there any kind of conflict of interest? Is kind of where I'm going. Do you think there's anything there? Has anybody mentioned that it might be?
No, I haven't heard anything. Everybody's saying things around us.
State ethics code. I heard that's one thing I heard thrown out there.
Yeah,
I mean,
they thrown out a lot of things, but it's not my personal bill. So they can say whatever they want to say. It doesn't matter to me, and it's only a few people that are saying it. So I don't know. I just stand by the fact that we're not paying it, and if anybody
Okay.
out there can't understand that, then I'm explaining it to you now. We're not paying
Okay.
it.
So
Okay?
I'm watching the township meeting last night.
Uh-huh.
I have to say there were some fireworks. Okay. I mean,
Absolutely.
I'm trying to be nice. I don't think it's funny. I'm just saying
Yeah.
fireworks, meaning it wasn't violent. It wasn't, there was just stuff that you don't typically see at a township meeting. Now, I
Right.
watch a lot of township meetings. This kind of stuff does occur, not just at Lower Paxton.
Right.
There's a lot of kind of emotion.
Well, there will be Joe emotions when there's
Right. Now,
racism, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
that's what I
Go ahead.
wanted to discuss. Apparently, and I'm going to say apparently because I'm just the interviewer. I'm going to
Go
give
ahead.
you the opportunity to
Say
talk
anything.
about this past Sunday. You and some of your I don't know who it was. You can let the viewers know that we're at the HPAL location when one of the residents of the township came up and kind of I don't know, was it a confrontation? Tell us what happened.
We were Sunday. I'll
And I'm
tell you
asking you this because I caught just enough of it last night but I couldn't really connect all the dots.
Yeah.
I heard this one say this and that one say that. What happened on Sunday?
Yeah, well, that one says that. They're saying that all the time, and no matter what that one says. We were having a photo day for our baseball team. All our kids, they come in, and we had about, I don't know, 30 people up there, including families, coaches, and kids. It was a picture day,
Okay.
and during that time, an individual came on to our property, and I requested that I was going to request that individual leave our property. But anyway, that individual got out of his car and approached me, and I, reasonable man. I'm law enforcement. Reasonable man. I'm not going to let anybody walk up on me while I'm sitting in the car.
What was his reason for being on the property? Did he say?
I don't know what his reason is for anything.
Okay.
What he's saying his reasons from, you got to ask him, because I think it changes. I don't know. But guy's car, and an argument ensued. All right, heated argument. Nothing, no racial slurs or anything like that. It's just a heated argument. And then he gets in, this individual gets back in their car, and as they were leaving, they shout out the racial slurs.
Okay.
And the thing about it was that there was people around that actually heard this person say that. So that was just like, and there was a local businessman who owns there's a business out here, a landscaping business. And that gentleman came out of his office and came up to us. He was there too. He didn't hear what was said, but he saw what was going on.
So there are people that will corroborate that did actually with their own ears hear.
Absolutely heard it.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now is this the person that the comment that made the comment? Is this one of the people that has been giving you problems since you took your seat?
I like the way you say that, problems. He's been this is what I call a problem. It's a harassment on me, because comes out to me, comes out to my family, comes out to my, I don't know. He may come out to my pets if he knew what kind of pets I had, but he just got a problem, and he keeps going, he keeps going, he keeps going, but at some point, my family is more important than sitting on the supervisor's seat at Lower Paxton Township, and my reputation that I have done for my community over the last 40 years is important, because I do things. I represent people. Mm-hmm. I help people. And these people that are talking, I hadn't seen them nowhere, not handing out food, nothing doing anything, but they just sit on their butts and complain. But the argument happened, and as he left, like I said, he shouted his little racial slurs, and they were heard, and the police was contacted, and a report has been filed, and I that's about as far as I can go on that, because that's about as far as I know.
So, okay, so we have two kind of distinct situations now, like moving
Uh-huh.
forward as of like right now today, as far as I'm concerned, as far as I can tell,
Right.
we still have this bill hanging out there,
Uh-huh.
okay? That which we just discussed that for 20 minutes. And
Right.
now we have an issue with what happened on Sunday.
Mhm.
And I'm sure that you and H Pal and anybody else that was there or had to watch that happen wants to make sure that that type of stuff is behind you, right?
Right.
Yeah,
It's behind us
yeah,
all. Yeah.
that
Uh-huh.
it's not no, yeah, that nobody else has to go through
Right.
that. Nobody else has to hear that.
Not ever. No, nobody should ever have to go through that.
Right,
No matter what color you are, what
right,
race, what culture you're from, you shouldn't have to go through that.
right,
I was raised in the South, and I dealt with a lot of that as a child and swore that when I got older, I wouldn't deal with it anymore. I
right,
don't care who it is,
right,
what it is, and I'm not. I refuse to ever let anybody denigrate me or me see them do it to other people. It's not going to happen. And that's the reason. And I'm pretty passionate about that. And if people don't understand that, I don't care. Um, it's the way I am. It's the way my family is. It's the way the people we work with. We don't do this color thing.
right.
We don't see color. We see kids. We see helping people out. That's what I see. And this is like I said, Joe. This is probably the first time in 30, 40 years of my life that I've heard that directed at me. And I'm not going to stand by and take it. And if somebody don't understand that, I don't care. Um, that's just the way it is. I'm upset about it. I'm extremely upset about it. And I don't want to see that happen to anybody else. And if the township, and this is what I'm saying, the township ever decides to do business that way with this individual, then there's a problem.
Right.
There's definitely a problem if anybody on that board or the board I'm sitting on brings anything up about doing business with this guy.
What is the outcome that you're hoping for or looking for as far as that's concerned?
Um,
Not the bill. We'll get back to that. We're going to close with that. But
uh, that one, that one I'm gonna reserve for later, Joe.
okay, all right.
Okay.
And what about obviously the outcome that you're looking for the bill is for it to go away, for the HPAL to not have to pay it.
Uh,
So
hey, do something. It's been there for 6 years. It might as well stay where it's at. I don't know. Yeah, but we're not paying it.
okay, so let's close with
Okay.
this.
Uh-huh.
Give me two. Give me one thing that you're excited about as a township supervisor. What are you looking forward to in the township? What's the
Oh,
township doing to make things better for me, the taxpayer, my grandson? Um,
I like we're helping people. We're helping family. We like to help people. I enjoy talking to the citizens. I appreciate the ones that voted for me. I had almost 7,000 votes. And these are good people. This is a good community. I would not let I'm not gonna sit here and say that a couple of three, four are consistent of what our township is built on. It's not. We've got a good some good people here. I've got good friends here, and I enjoy when somebody calls me and asks me, Dr. Stewart, can you help me with it?
this is a phenomenal township.
Yeah, it
Phenomenal.
is. It is.
We have
And
great first responders.
I don't.
Just
Oh, the
yeah,
great first responders, great firemen, great police,
we
all
have
that
a
good stuff.
YMCA sitting right in the middle of the township,
Excellent.
with
It's great.
multiple 3, 4, 5 parks for the
Right.
kids. Yeah,
Right. We have a great Miss Rachel who runs the sports um, for Lower Paxton Township. Uh, the Parks and Rec. She does a great job. She is a fantastic individual, and she does a great job. We service kids. Doesn't matter where the kids are at, as long as they have some kind of things to it. And Parks and Rec is an exceptional place here at Lower Paxton Township. They do a great job. So there's no complaint there. And again, I do not want what happened Sunday or anybody to think that I believe that that is consistent with the type of community we have, because it isn't. It isn't. We have a great community. We have great people. You're going to have those naysayers, and I've been used to that because it's been coming to me ever since I got elected. But I will refuse to accept racism at any form. I don't support it. Of course, I will not support anyone that does it, and I don't represent any racist. I don't race. I'm just not, Joe. I'm just not built that way.
Okay, so give me one thing you're excited about with HPAL, Harrisburg Area
H
Police.
Pal,
The
you know
weather's
something?
breaking. Weather's breaking, Dr. Stewart. What happens now? We're in the first week of
Oh,
June. Do the activities change? Are there new sports, new games being played? What's going on now?
they right now we're finishing up baseball. We've got some good things that are coming up down the road here. Of course, everything's dependent on funding. So we'll work that out. It's rumor going around that Pal's got $100,000 in the bank. That's a joke. I wish we had that much money, then I could service more kids. But we're looking. What makes me happy? It's two things, Joe. My grandbaby and the kids and families that supported me at the township meeting yesterday. It was just absolutely amazing. I did not ask him to do that. I did not stage that. That was their choice to come and represent Pal because they're. It's just that was just an amazing to see them. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that, but that was just great. So
Yeah,
we're
if
looking.
anybody wants to see what happened, I mean, you go in and
Yeah,
it's all in the early stages
yeah,
of the meeting. There's a
yeah.
YouTube channel for Lower Paxton
Right.
Township.
Please
Um,
do.
you can
Hmm.
go in, and if you want to just kind of go past the agenda, there's an agenda at the beginning.
Yeah.
Um, you might want to look at the agenda too. But
Absolutely.
yeah, I think it
I,
all happened in the first like 15 minutes or so, give or
Yeah,
take. So
it did, and Joe, I appreciate you allowing me to have my voice here, and to say what we have to say. I am, I love this community. I don't, I'm not happy with what's going on or how it's going on and how long it's lasted. Uh, um, my family does not deserve this. Our family does not deserve this. The other families around us do not deserve this. Uh, what happened on Sunday, and I will stick to that. And all the people that are whatever they say, I don't care because you know that wasn't directed at them. That was directed at me, and it was directed at me in a place where I had families, children, and things of that nature at. And I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
okay,
We'll see where the future leads.
okay, Dr. Charles Stewart, we really appreciate it.
Wait,
You
Joe.
are, yeah. Go
Remember I
ahead.
told you I had something that I was going to
Okay.
share with you,
I'm sorry.
right?
Yeah, I thought you were kind of winding things down.
No,
I thought you
see,
were doing my job for
no,
me, actually. Okay.
no. I want you
What do
to.
you what would you like to
No.
share
I
with the
saved this
community?
just for you, my
Okay.
friend.
All right, cool.
Um, I will be resigning as town supervisor
Okay.
in the very near future. Here, I'm making
Okay.
this announcement on your show. I don't like what's going on. I don't want to be a part of it. We have, you know, the work that John Campbell's doing, the work that Kate Scheib's doing is wonderful. It's amazing. I do not want to be a part of this anymore.
Okay.
I don't. I'm not a politician, as I said when I first started. I wanted to help as many people out as I want, but you get the antagonizers that get you wrapped up in so much other stuff that you can't do your job.
Okay.
And I had 2 years to do this job and do as much as I can for people. So I appreciate the people that voted for me. I love my community, and I appreciate everything you've done. And we'll see where it
How
goes from
how will
here.
your seat be replaced? How will you be replaced on the board? What's
I
the
don't know
pro
what they're gonna do. I'm
You don't
not
know what
even
the
gonna.
process is?
I don't know what their process is.
Okay.
I don't, and it's not. They do what they want to do. I've done all I can. My family and I has given a lot to this community over the years. I have given a lot, and for very little pay, very low. But the rewards are not. It's not about the money. It's about the people. It's about the kids. And I can honestly say with pride that since 2013, PAL has not lost a kid to criminal
That's
activity.
wonderful.
Not
Yeah.
at all. And we deal from 5 to 17. So that's what I'm proud about. That's our legacy. and nobody can say anything other than that.
Right.
So that makes me happy. But I wanted to share that.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to brush past that.
That's okay. That's
All right.
okay,
Well,
Joe.
thank you for sharing that on the show here.
All right, Joe.
And once again, Dr. Charles Stuart, he is a recurring guest now. You've been back from, if you want to go in and watch the first show, it was episode 44, March 23rd. And then we got a chance to know a little bit more about Dr. Stuart's background, where he was born and raised, his education, time in the military, and what have you. So we really appreciate it. Let's see. We have one. It's either a comment or a question here. Cheryl Klingensmith, I'm sorry to hear Dr. Stuart is resigning. So you have a Cheryl, you have a supporter and admirer there.
Cheryl's always been a supporter. She's a great citizen and she cares.
Okay.
And that's what our community is built of. We go up. We got 56. Everybody says between 55 and 57,000 people, and you've got like, I don't know, 10 sour eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Out of that, I think we're a good community, and this community will thrive, and then we'll do fine.
Absolutely. Okay? Thank you, Cheryl. Dr. Stuart, thanks very much.
All right.
If there's anything that we can do, this and that, the podcast, or me, just as a person, as a friend in a township,
hey,
taxpayer.
My daughter wanted me to tell you hello. She may want to come on your show.
Well, guess what? I just got a message from Sylvia Stewart Holloway.
Oh, that's her.
Proud of you, Dad, with the little hands clapping. What do they call those? I don't know. So she's clapping for you, Sylvia. Thanks for tuning in tonight.
That's my girl. That's
okay. Well, good luck with everything. Best wishes with HPAL, with your time left on the board of supervisors, and thank you for all you've done, Dr. Stuart.
Thank you, Joe. Appreciate you.
Have a great evening.
All right. Bye.
Take care.